Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear EMAW, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. 48 Sports College Football. The Dukes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wildcats offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. They're bringing nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's back-to-back games this guy's notched the sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Get it out on the screen. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Dukes will punt it away on fourth down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. It's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got him at the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Kansas State quick to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Bowling Green was able to come away with a hard-fought victory inside Perry Stadium. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Hard running there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The give to the back. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time. 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Van Dyke. Coming after him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Power football with the run. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air, and it was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. Trying to get to him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. They're going to run it to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And here comes the field goal unit. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Dukes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over the Coyotes.
On the ground, it's Pope.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to pass it on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Van Dyke. Floats it to the left. And they can't make the play on third down. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Handoff to the fullback. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And on second down for this offense. Big fullback's got it. Discards a man. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires a ball, now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll give it to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. Turns it on down the left side. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Kansas State. lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, it's Gore. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Van Dyke. Fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. Nothing but green ahead. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving up a huge gain. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to throw. It's Van Dyke. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline. It's Pope. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Dukes decide to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Dukes will punt this one away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll try the run. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Gore. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Takes the handoff. It's Pope. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, 3-and-out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's open. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Dukes will hustle to the line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 15. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Van Dyke. Buying some time. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, James Madison! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Gore. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the big fullback. At the 45, on his way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Kansas State pushing the pace. He's going to pass. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wildcats!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Dukes are on the move. The give out of the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Dukes! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man quickly. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here's the handoff. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try to pop the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So after the first down run, here's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Wants to throw on third. Takes the easy one to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. They're trying to get to him. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the tailback. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The give to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. He'll loft one deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Back to pass, it's Van Dyke. Looking downfield. On target over the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. It's complete on the right side. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got room at the 35. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Offense gets the job done. Again, you want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. With the catch, it's Pope.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Coming after it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Dukes send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Gore. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They'll run the option. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Line gets set. First down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to pick up a first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Right back to the well. Powers through. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll throw it on first down. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.